Hey there and welcome everyone. We're going to get back into some streaming and we're going to try a new game for me, Star Trek Resurgence, and I have not played anything. I haven't even checked it out, so we're going to go in completely blind. So let's see what this game is all about. I always like the choose your own adventure paths game, so should be good. Big Star Trek fan. It's got some good reviews, so let's see what we got.
Captain's log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good.
Beautiful graphics so far, I like it.
Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
So I do know this is a rig trigger. Oh, whew, got it. Was not expecting that one already.
Thanks.
No problem.
I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
Here's a tip. Don't close your eyes. You'd think that would make it easier, but it only makes it worse. Look out the window, pick a star, and just focus on that.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, so I'm going to play this more as like a solid
Sorry,
career.
I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
Ooh, Excelsior class is my favorite class of ship. Ooh, wish we were on that one. But yeah, what I'm saying, is I'm going to try and play this more of like a real officer, like the mission comes first, and the bigger choices. So if I have to make really difficult decisions, that's what I'm going on for, is an actual command officer. Man, this looks amazing. I like it.
A starbase on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
Whoop, that's a spacebar. Alright. I'm just trying to see all the controls here. There's no shift to run yet, so...
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the Academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
Nope.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintar's 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
Yeah, I was going to have that question. Was it in your class or all time? And yeah, all time. I'll give him credit where credit's due.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
This kind of quick time controls are going to be interesting to get used to.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure's mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, no need to be
Commander
a douche.
Irmot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
All right. Yeah, I can tell you that junior officers are sometimes afraid of higher command. And Commander?
Good day, Commander.
Good day. Man, I love this environment. It's gorgeous. See if I'm on arrivals. Not that detailed. Wow. I do...
If I remember my briefing, Commander Irmot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
over there, but we're going to take a look around, and man, I will say this uniform is my favorite one in the Star Trek universe. Ooh, let's go talk to some people.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Ah, you're right. Nerves must be getting to me.
It's a really green crew.
Thanks so much, Commander.
Alright, let's see. Check this little group. See if I can talk to anyone or everyone. Nope. Ooh, go over here. Ooh, there I can run now. Oh, it's not a hold, it's a select. Aha! There we go.
Excuse me. Have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Ah, there he is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
Well, I feel dumb for that question. Do you see the big blue guy? Yeah, I can't see the big blue guy.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Okay. That was...
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board. Excuse me.
Alright, let's go talk to the commander.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Irmot, Operations Officer on the Resolute. Commander? I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now.
It was a bit bumpy, but otherwise okay.
My apologies. This storm is unlike anything I've seen before. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our research
I'm curious
vessel.
of what you have heard.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, Tactical Officer and Chief of Security on the USS Endeavor.
You've done your homework.
Like I said, we're very lucky.
Not a bad looking ship. Actually not. I like it.
The USS Resolute. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
Equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try and wait a
It
little
does
longer
weigh
on my
heavy.
choices so you can have a time
There
to
are some things you can't forget.
read them.
It's been 6 months. What's the attitude among the crew now?
Unsettled. But I hope that a new mission will help them move forward. If not, move on. Listen. I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time, and I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first.
Ooh.
Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
Yeah, that is, that's good to know.
Thank you. Always good to have a sense for what you're walking into.
I just thought you ought to know.
I appreciate it.
Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari region. I'll let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
I'm gonna check that
We have
pop-up
every
once
intention.
this conversation
The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready.
ends up.
There's still so much to do.
Oh, do I play multiple characters now?
Stuck. I got just the thing.
I may have to increase this sensitivity of this mouse because I'm like really moving. All right. Clear the corrosion. Ooh. Interesting. Gameplay is actually quite fun. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually kind of cool.
And that... is that.
The lower decks. A little bit of an homage there.
I thought the thing was totally fried. Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Neely.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Alright, we're gonna take a look at our crew here. So we have, oh my god, Commander, that name. Ensign Calloway. Okay, so we have, looks like 2 players we could. So Carter's this guy, if I'm wrong, wrong, and this is the XO. So we have controls here, we'll look at that later. Modes, basic movement. Shooting, stealth, tricorders, oh my god. This is cool. Settings. I can't see my options here, so that's alright. Let's take a look around here. I know I need to follow, but man, this world is gorgeous. Transporter pad.
Hey, Diaz, can you give us some help with the transporter?
Ooh.
Come on!
What's the problem?
We need to test this cargo transporter. I've never been that great with the signal plotting.
I got it. No problem.
Haha! Pays to explore. Select the waypoints to create a path through the ionic interface. The line connecting the points will lose stability if it passes through the interference. This. Okay, the yellow bar indicates the stability of your path. When full, you will succeed. Use the mouse and hold to select the waypoints. Okay, so do I go?
Carter Diaz!
Ooh, got it. Okay.
No sweat. Whoa,
Hurry
hey,
up.
hey, buddy, get off the pad! Don't tell Chovak.
Time's a-wasting.
That was good. That was an absolute perfect. I done fucked up. I did not do any safety checks. I did not check if the transporter was clear. Oh man, that was good. That was good. I like the whole "you can't go this way" wall. Oh man, that was. If that was a preview of what I'm gonna get in this game,
Gives you access to the tubes behind cargo storage.
I am going to enjoy this game. That was brilliant. Alright, so we're going to have to make choices.
Engineering.
Based on choice of...
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious.
Yeah, so this guy I'm going to play more of...
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsolar on repeated occasions.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes,
Roger
Commander
that.
Chovak. All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out, and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule. Consequences be damned.
It all comes down to us, Nilly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
No, I want to play this guy, Old Crew.
Man, we've been through a whole hell of a lot as a crew. They're gonna have to prove themselves before they're really one of us.
Yeah, you're right. Anyone could look serious in a clean uniform. Show me what you can do when everything's falling apart. Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Don't talk badly about one of the best ships in all of Starfleet.
We've rebuilt enough of her by now. She better be one of the best.
We'll see about that. But I am glad to be here. He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Yeah, so I definitely think I'm going to play the XO more as the bigger mission. And I know that she's going to have to earn the crew, because this is coming from a crew that's gone through a lot, and that trauma bonding is a thing. So anyone kind of who didn't experience it, they're going to have a hard time trusting. And with this petty officer, I'm going to kind of play it that way. You kind of gotta earn your place, and it's more about like, he does care about the overall Starfleet mission, but if he had to choose a friend over something else, I think he chooses friend, where the XO will choose the mission and sacrifice almost anyone for the mission. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I am very excited.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go.
The writing in this so far is fantastic. Like, it has that actual military
See you on the
vibe,
other
like
side.
that banter.
Activating magnetic souls. never gets old.
Let's go.
That's a pretty slick transition.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily. You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Wow, that is fantastic. This is an incredible first impression. So I'm going to leave episode 1 here, and we're going to break, and we're going to come back right after this, and then we're going to continue on the story. I'm really excited to play this. So far, I'm incredibly impressed. So let's see what happens with the USS Resolute. We'll see you in a bit.